of you were away, I was looking up USB cables for my keyboard. So our next match is going to be Cloud9 versus
Winterfox.
on.
Overpass.
So what's the? Yeah,
I'm just busy laughing at you.
Dan's going through a difficult time at the moment, guys.
Why are you throwing this on me? You're the one who doesn't know anything. What's going on, James?
Pistol time. Winterfox starting on the CT side. Cloud9 starting on the T side. Over to you, Dan. That's great, Dan. Winterfox with 3 players of Kevlar. Lex is going to have the defuse kit. Nothing, and Sean Grill's going to have HEs each. A smoke onto Sean as well, and a flash onto Nothing. Where are these HEs headed? They could go for a double nade towards the barrel area, although Winterfox not playing anybody barrel at the moment. This is now the new lineup for Winterfox. They have expunged their other European players. So far, so good for Cloud9 all the way onto the site. Everybody getting wrecked here. It's a wipeout on the B-bomb site.
Yeah, this is looking quite good for Cloud9. Wow. Everyone dead for Winterfox and nobody dead for Cloud9. So you would expect a force buy in this situation typically from a CT side on this map, especially. It's sort of options for it. Let's see if they go for it. I mean, I think it would be quite important to get the pressure on to the economy of Cloud9, but they're going to go for the P250 save, more or less. Playing it safe, and there's also SMGs to be up against, and there's an aggressive movement towards the A side of the map here for Winterfox. Not too aggressive, they're going to hold towards the toilets and towards the upper park area. Flash goes in though, and Cloud9 keep their backs against the wall, looking to keep a solid anti-eco strategy going in their favor, and so far so good.
Ooh, the pistols coming in. So far, so good. Well, everyone's dead, it seems, almost. 3 very fast frags to the CT side, and now things are getting expensive for Cloud9. Desi, is his position detected? He could be almost anywhere. Again, we're seeing lots more jumping from players recently. It's really weird to see just jumping around every corner trying to avoid being headshot. Obviously, it comes at a cost. Something that maybe requires more discussion. But we'll get back into this. Desi creeping around the smoke. And Cloud9 will have to split up the forces to try and cover everything. There we go. Lack of armor will be the price that Desi will pay. And he will go down eventually.
Yeah, so I might expect some MAC-10s here, because it's the cheapest SMG, and it will allow full armor and grenades. And you can still play a fast round with it, and they should expect to be against no Kevlar, so it does make a lot of sense to go for that. Yeah, that's what we're going to see. Sean Gez picks one up. Nothing is going to stay on the PT50, interestingly, likely just wanting to stay super economic, and he can get all the nades behind that as well. And it's a stack towards A from Winterfox. They've left B completely open at the moment. Looks like it's not going to pay off because Cloud9 are going towards the B-bomb site. So they have chosen the correct site to travel to, and Shroud's going to spot a lot of these players. Oh, that might be a great nade. Oh, indeed, lots of damage done. Cloud9 in a good position here. They should win this round clean.
Yep, they've made it onto the B-bomb site, and now it's just a case of making sure they have an exit strategy, holding aggressive angles, as opposed to just sitting on the side. You can see Shroud doing exactly that, aggressive angles, giving themselves more breathing space, more real estate, and they'll just run around and shoot people in the face. Save for Lex, who has faces of his own to shoot. He'll pick up a MAC-10, which he can dispose of at the end of this round. Or someone else will. Nade's coming in onto Anger, and the round is over. That's a very fast 3 rounds, actually, despite the trade there in round 2 from Winterfox. So the buy coming out for the CT side now. I'm expecting full M4s. Otherwise, someone will have to go naked for the AWP.
I would like to see the MAC-10s stay in the hands of Nothing and Sean Gez. Looks like they're going to swap them out, one of them out at least. That's okay. It's good that they at least keep one. It's just very economic to have that approach. And to be honest, having a MAC-10, it allows you to have a guy that can run and gun at the same time instead of the rifles where you can run, stop, shoots. But the pressure comes in from the CTs here, and Shroud is going to take 3 players down almost immediately, and there is still another one lurking behind him. Whether or not he realizes this, it remains to be seen. I think he'll see the call has been made now, the player has been spotted. And once that guy goes down, if they're able to find flow stick in the frag there, then it's just one left, and that's Anger on the bomb site. He's in the middle of the B site at the moment, but he's got to go for the retake towards A. It's going to be quite a phenomenal round if he's going to be able to pick this one up, because Cloud9 have everything working in their favor.
So, Anger versus 3. He is in CT spawn. There are many angles for the T's to hold. He's got a gamble pushed through the smoke. There's a good frag for him. Got himself another 1v1, but he can't make the engagement yet. Good opportunity for him to reload, as it will be for Skadoodle. Now the remaining two T's can set up for a trade or crossfire situation. Anger now looking for that trade fragger. He finds an engagement with Skadoodle, but not going to be managed to have any connections there. Again, looking for the trader, and I think he might just make the escape here, as it is an insurmountable task here, especially with no defuse kit, getting a bit tagged by nothing, and he will now be hunted by the remaining players. We'll see if he can survive. Just going to hide near the toilets and run back towards the sites. Very smart play there indeed, and that gun goes through to the next round. Lots of money on the Cloud9 side already, very early on, looking to stomp this one. Again, Winterfox with 2 new players on the team very, very early on. Definitely going to struggle on maps such as Overpass, and of course these map vetoes etc. were done at the beginning of the league before all these changes would have taken place.
So the strategy here for Cloud9 is going to involve a B play as their anti-eco. Now the push is going to be interesting to see how effective that's going to be, because there are 2 players lurking towards sewers, and they are equipped with some pistols, and there's a couple Kevlars dispersed, or rather spread between the players of Winterfox. And Lex is the guy who's on the barrel position on the B bomb site. He's got the deagle, so could do some damage here. Anger with a peek in as well. Force the tunnels from sewers. He's going to take the frag onto nothing. Refrag comes in though onto flow 6. So Anger's still lurking with that M4. And Lex is still with the barrels. With the deagle, and we can see how powerful that's going to be. 2 players left now for Cloud9, one of which Skadoodle on 6 points of health. So this round is turned into a complete disaster for Cloud9, and they look to be in a lot of trouble right now.
Lex is very consistent with those deagles. He was doing that yesterday multiple times as well, but is it going to be enough? That is the question. Cloud9 with the man disadvantage. Winterfox just camping on the site. So Lex going to try a snap, going to miss. Follow up with the 1 deagle onto Sean, that's going to do enough damage. Skadoodle with 6 HP will get finished off as well. And Winterfox, how many rifles can they collect from this? Only well, 2 actually. They'll get another AK just in time. So very good round from them, but it's their first round on the board. Cloud9 with a 3-round advantage and lots of money in the bank as well.
So now things get interesting. Cloud9 losing an unexpected round, which gives Winterfox a lot of money, a lot of economy that they didn't expect to get so soon, and puts a lot of pressure onto Cloud9. That we can see that they've got 2 pistols here. I mean, okay, Skadoodle's AWPing, but 2 pistols otherwise. What are Cloud9 going to do? They've been also, to throw a reminder out there, they've been losing quite a lot of online matches lately, which is unexpected and unprecedented, I would say, in the last few months. So let's see what changes they're going to be making, because I know there's been a bit of a wake-up call for them.
Interesting play by the CTs, making themselves off, pushing through the smoke, taking the T's by surprise. The remainder of the T's are up towards the long area. Desi's should be heard running. You can see he's being chased by Shroud, I think that is. Only 2 primary rifles here left for the remaining Cloud9 players, so things looking difficult for them and getting harder, as they just don't have the players. Nice punish by Skadoodle, was waiting patiently for it. Smoke coming in towards bank as well, so Cloud9 looking to take this round now on the A site. Skadoodle though has got someone covering his angle. He doesn't. Lex going to take him down. Freak his way to trade. And in comes the plant, but I'm not sure if it's going to be made. Indeed it won't. Freak his way will get taken down as well. They did a lot of damage though to the CT economy. However, no plant means that they are going to have money all over the place. Skadoodle can opt to drop some pistols for his teammates. As the buy comes in again for Winterfox.
So here we have the AWP on XP3, and finally Cloud9 on the Eco indeed. So not much to speak of pistol-wise for them. I mean, there's even a couple Glocks in play. Egon's Skadoodle, but otherwise not much really to say about that. And the push comes into the B1 side, so keys everywhere, but they are largely being deflected by the rifling of Winterfox, and that's going to be a very fast round as Winterfox pick up their 3rd and close the gap between themselves and Cloud9. And Cloud9 have the opportunity to go for a strong buy now, especially Skadoodle, who can definitely get the AWP in there. But I mean, they really need to start crushing the CT economy, because it's looking really good now.
Indeed it is. All the Molotovs coming out as well. So, Winterfox with 3 rounds on the board. Cloud9 still with the lead though. Just doing well on the T side despite this momentum on the Winterfox team. But they'll be looking to break it soon. Winterfox with an aggressive hold. Wow, very aggressive. Floater coming through the smoke there. 2 people coming to push long as well. But it's not working out for Winterfox. The play has not paid off. Anger and XP3 remain. XP3 of course on the AWP as well. He is our featured player for today. We will see if we can do anything with it. They have half the personnel of Cloud9 at the moment, so things looking difficult. XP3 is on long at the moment, moving into the fight again now. Going to get the tag, but not the frag. The follow-up nade, is it going to do the job? It is indeed. Shroud going down. There's a bit of a gap actually to play with. Sean is lucky to escape with his life there. There is a smoke and 2 defuse kits, so they could go for this. But it's a bit obvious where the bomb is planted, so not recommended. They're going to try and get some more frags. Anger pushing in, but he's going to fall to Sean Gers, leaving XP3 alone versus 3. 3 heavily tagged players, but they do have the advantage here. He's running for his life, getting the frag onto nothing as well. Doing great damage to the T economy, but again, Winterfox is surviving. Well, XP3 is surviving. But it's Cloud9 back to winning ways, so their loss bonus is going to be reset, and their money is probably going to be... well, good, Dan. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, I mean, that's a really nice round for Cloud9 to win. And again, we've seen this, you know, Winterfox, what they were doing was working, and they decided to go for a risk and test something that hasn't been proven yet to work, giving Cloud9 the opportunity to abuse their skill and react. And that's what they did. They were able to win the round because of that. So the buy, of course, you know, when it, we're coming from Winterfox, so they did get a lot of money. But you got to question, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's definitely a good rule to follow, and wait for something to fail before you switch stuff up, especially if it's so soon. Either way, we do have Cloud9 able to actually find a frag there through the smoke. That's gonna be Shroud, who takes down Desi already, and the push they slow the edge rather towards the A side. But will they commit them? That's the question. Still lots of time to decide. Looks like they are though. Quick approach up long. Now.
Frags for both sides. This round is moving thick and fast. We've got a full rotation from the remaining players on the CT side from the B-bomb site. So we'll see what kind of post-plant situation Cloud9 can put themselves in. You can see Anger coming up the stairs at the moment, but again, this is going to be an arduous task. It looks like they want to commit to this, but they're not getting any frags soon, so you do wonder if they're going to start to abandon. Shroud is miles away, expecting them to be going for the save, but in fact, they're pushing, and both his teammates are going to fall, it looks like. Skadoodle going to have to try and hold this down on his own. Shroud trying to get there as fast as he can. Skadoodle still holding on for now, finally going down, and there's maybe not enough time for Anger to defuse the bomb here. I don't think he's going to make it here. Indeed, he realizes, can he get behind the wall in time to survive? Denied.
Yeah,
Denied.
so that turned out pretty good for Cloud9. Now, have they broken the economy? Looks pretty close. Winterfox with not much to play with. They are going to go for a pistol save, very likely, and see if they can get something out of it. And we have this Skadoodle AWP still in play. Multiple SMGs here because Cloud9 know they're up against an eco, and of course the money bonus is going to be nice. The SMGs should be able to pay for themselves.
Nice.
And they can also have options to play a faster round if they want to when it comes to taking positions, but looks like they're going to be kind of spread out at the moment, which is not expected. Usually on this map you see fast monster play as an anti-eco, or you see fast A-long play, but we're going to see them isolate themselves, and Shard is going to go down and give away a weapon because of it.
Indeed, and that's going to be limited information for Cloud9. As you can see, the stack has not been detected. It's over towards the toilet area around that smoke. So Cloud9 don't know what's safe and what is unsafe. They don't know what the state the B bomb site is like at the moment. Now starting to go in there as they've lost 2 players, but there is a push through short B from one of the CTs as well. So more damage has been done. This time Freakers are taking some damage. So Molotov's coming in. Nothing will get the frag behind it. So 3 on 3 with Desi coming in with an AK. FACEIT getting taken down as well. Desi should go for the save here. Indeed he is. Leaving Lex, who only has the MAC-10 to make a decision. He's going to wait around for some exits. Again, that MAC-10 kind of make him some good money with the frags, and he can steal a gun, a superior gun maybe, from the exiting players, although only Skadoodle has the juicy one. There we go, nothing's to get the kill with the MP7, shooting Lex straight in the face, and Desi will save his AK above the ladder.
So It's pretty nice there for Cloud9. 7-3 now. I was a little bit worried for them from their position that they would were giving too much away for Winterfox to abuse. But they've managed to get rid of the economy Winterfox. They've managed to turn some of these more fragile rounds into success. And that's given them this 7-3 scoreline. But now again another test will be fronted them as we have the AWP back onto XP3 and rifle setup. The nades are not in great numbers here for Winterfox. However, they are playing a pretty standard setup. Although that said, instead of playing a a 1-2-2, we see a 1-1-3 from Winterfox. 3 players on B and 2 controllers there for Cloud9 as well.
XP3 going to leg Skudil and then move back to the site. Oh, he's going to take down Freakazoid as well before getting around the corner. Very nice stuff by XP3. Is he going to go for the repeat? Running past the angle with the knives. He's got to be careful about jumping as well because, you know, Skudil is entirely capable of looking for that as we saw in previous rounds. Man advantage here for Winterfox. Minute on the clock for Cloud9 to do something here.
Yeah, of course they need to get, or it'd be nice for them to get a pick at least. They don't need one, but XP3 obviously poses a great threat with the shot through the smoke, but that's not the case for Lex, who picks up the kill onto Skudil as the rest of the team is file into the bomb site for the take, and that is a multiple entries there for Cloud9. That is very strong indeed, leaving the rotating players to deal the damage to save the round. It's XP3 with the AWP as the bomb ticks away. He's going to miss the shot off the Shroud, pulls out the pistol, but this is looking far too labored. His teammate Anger's going to give some breathing room, gets 2 quick kills in the madness, and he will save the round for the team. But the bomb went down and 4 players died. That cannot be a nice situation on the money for Winterfox despite winning the round.
Yep, 3-round advantage now for Cloud9. And we'll see if they choose to continue the pressure. Their money is not fantastic. Freakazoid have only $2,500 here, so it may be that they opt for the eco to be in a better position to win the future rounds. But look at all this. Are they going to go for a wall off of one of the sites here? 4 smokes, loads of, sorry, 5 smokes. Loads of flashbangs as well. It seems that they are in this to win this.
Ooh, the push from Sean Gez though. He is going to smack down XP3, steal away the AWP, and look to get his teammates onto that B bomb site as the push comes in. There is no relenting here for these T's as they move in, but FACEIT's going to deal a little bit of damage there onto these oncoming players. However, still much more work to be done for Winterfox. Lex will pick up another kill as the bomb goes down, and the T's fall back into more passive positions to defend the bomb from, as Desi looks over the top of the ramp from water, picks up the kill on Skudil, and now it's just Sean Gez. He's that AWP that he has claimed early in the round. First shot made, but he's actually not going to do a critical damage there. Either way, Lex will finish him off, and the defuse comes in, so Winterfox managed to survive with 1 more player than the previous round at the very least. It still is hurting their economy massively.
Well, gap starting to close. Cloud9 though, with 7 rounds on the T side, will be happy with that for the time being, but they'll be trying to get to 10 for sure. So both teams with full nades now. Both teams with 1 AWP. XP3 versus Skudil coming to a screen near you. What is this angle of Skudil's there? It's a very tight one. We'll have to see if it yields any results here. I believe that's in the connector area. Has a rifler in for support as well, should the CT go past the angle a little bit too quickly. So Winterfox holding down long, holding down toilets, have a rotation between B and A, and then there's 2 more towards B. But they're not really holding down the shorter connector area outside B at the moment, which is something if Cloud9 can twig onto, maybe it'll make their lives a little bit easier. But for now, they're holding very passive angles, are Cloud9. Just slowly emerging with the bomb now. Okay, we do have a movement towards B now for Cloud9. They've got good positions to set up and execute. And that's what they're doing. The split comes in from Monster in shorts. In they go through the flames. Kills are coming their way as it's going to be nothing to make the first one. We still have 4 players left alive for Winterfox though as the bomb is planted amongst the smoke. And in comes a resurgence of CTs as the bomb is ticking away. And the refrags are going to be good right now. It's just Shroud is left alive, but not for long. And the defuse will come in. The tentacles are out. And Cloud9
lose a round again, despite getting 3 kills and getting a bomb down. So Winterfox being fairly consistent in that respect. But each time the buy is slightly worse for Winterfox, each time. But if they're winning the rounds, who cares?
They're running out of rounds to lose here on the first half, so going in the right direction are the CTs. All going to have rifles going forward, although on the T side, Freakazoid will be left to the Tech9, it seems, with a late buy. Coming out of spawn now. So, Winterfox currently occupying the middle of the map from left to right. We'll see if they back up into more passive positions as time goes on. Cloud9 again with a very tentative approach here to the upper area. Minute 20 for them to play with, so there's no need to rush right now.
Just taking some position towards toilets are Cloud9, and they are soon to meet resistance in the form of Lex. Desi, Lex will draw fire, will take down nothing, but the teammates of Cloud9's nothing are moving quickly up long and short, but they're not able to find a lot of damage just yet. The flashes are good, and Cloud9 are crumbling to the heat, to the defense. And 7-7 will be the score as it's all evened up by Winterfox. Now, what are Cloud9 going to do now? It's last round, they don't have any money. I mean, they have to force it, but what is the approach going to be? Maybe a B execute?
Use the force. Well, they have almost a third of the resources that the CT side have. And yeah, they might go for the fast player. They got some Molotovs through to short if they want to, but they're past that timing now. They go for the flash onto the sites and some nades near the tunnel. I like that, but they're losing players already. And indeed, the spray downs coming into the CTs. Very quick resolution to that round there, as Winterfox take a thin lead going into the second half.
Yeah, it's interesting that Winterfox are able to string so many together towards the end or the latter half there of that one. As I was expecting Cloud9 to kind of, because Cloud9 got to, was it 7-3 I think it was. So Winterfox managed to win 5 in a row. Yeah, that's
Yep.
correct. So they managed to win 5 in a row. If you look at the amount of bombs that went down, so we had 6 bombs down in a row there. So of course the edge that the Cloud9 were walking is very fine indeed, but they managed to fall off before reaching the end each time, unfortunately for them. And that's going to give a real chance here for Winterfox in the second half. I mean, you'd like to say that the CT side is favoured, so Cloud9 should still be in for a good attempt at taking this one, and they are the top of the scoreboard at the moment. It's very important for them not to lose a single match, and it's very doable for them being Cloud9 and all. So, and if they create that situation, there is no way I think to knock them off of the top spot to qualify. I think Liquid are in much more danger having lost to Follow Esports on Mirage.
Well, let's see. There's a fast push towards the T areas of upper now, but then there's a fast push from the T's towards the B bomb site, towards short, towards Monster as well. Freakazoid trying to hold things down there. Good start from him, taking down Anger. Flowstick will kill Strad with a Molotov. As things get a bit crazy here, people running through smoke. This could go either way. Can Freakazoid stop the plant here? He's looking for it. The bomb's gone down though. 3 versus 2 now. The T's looking for position, looking for some more frags. Nothing's on the side. We've got multiple smokes coming in. And we should see a diffuse here. XP3 being detected towards Monster and killed by Freakazoid as well. Good start from Cloud9.
Yeah, Freakazoid did a pretty good job there, to be honest. I think he stood out a little bit because he was at the first contact for the rush, but he managed to stay alive, maneuver through the smokes to pick off 2 players. So that's a pretty huge play out of Freakazoid, I would say, despite the bomb going down and affording Winterfox the opportunity to actually fall by and execute in this round, which interestingly they're not going for that. They're not going for the fall by execute. Despite getting the bomb down, they're actually getting Tech9s and some nades, which is going to really weaken their third round buy, which is usually what you would go for after the bomb plant.
Well, simple anti-eco here. Money being made by the CT side. Shroud cannot be saved by nothing. 2 players going down, in fact, for Cloud9. P90's out as well, so this round.
But I don't understand why they... Because if you look at this round now, they've got 2 Glils, Tech9. I guess you can say, okay, you can still, it's still okay, you can make a round out of it. But what was the objective out of the last round with the Tech9s and the few nades with no Kevlars? Were they just looking for a bomb plant? Was there an execute? I'm not sure.
Well, Winterfox will go for the buy in this round, or they'll try to go for the buy. Very limited utility in terms of grenades there, and again, as Dan mentioned, only 4 rifles. Versus 2 P90s, 2 M4s, and an MP7 onto Cloud9. So this should be an interesting round.
I mean the difference is this versus having 5 AKs, by the way. So to give an example of what they could have had they just saved the previous round and not kind of gone kind of weirdly halfway instead of spending all the money. But yeah.
So time is on Cloud9 side. There's a minute here for Winterfox to do something with. There's a 4-man engagement close to the toilets, and Sean's going to win both of them with the P90. XP3 coming in to do what he can. Is he going to catch somebody short though? He's trying to charge in there, and he's going to catch Sean with a nade in his hand. Though still another player close. I'm not sure if he'll detect him. Skadil sees the shadow, which gives him a free kill basically onto XP3. It's a nice P90 play there. 28 seconds remaining now, and Flowstick is left with 12 HP. So Cloud9 quickly headed towards another round on the board here.
But how long can it continue? I mean, we have the eco now for Winterfox. And again, I'm a little bit sad we were not able to see the full AKs from them there. But they'll get the opportunity to do that in the following round. But that will still mean, though, that Cloud9 are going to win 5 rounds in a row, essentially. That's what that means, which is the sad thing for Winterfox. So, still the MP7 left on Shroud. And they have an aggressive setup insofar as Shroud is, or rather, yeah, that was nothing used by the connector area. He's got a smoke down as well to allow him to peek safely through the sewers. So good map control from Cloud9 will prevent any shenanigans here, but the fast push from Winterfox could be a problem. There's a flank though, there is nothing, but he goes down straight away.
Well, P250s, Desi's picks up the M4. None of these Ts have armor, so again, the aim punch is going to be a problem. Desi needs to make sure he's quick on the trigger here. They have a Molotov and 2 flashbangs do the Winterfox side. Bomb left in a passive position as they maybe choose where to execute. Nades coming in, but that will be easily avoided for the most part. There is a push coming in from long as well, so these A players need to be careful. 45 seconds left on the clock here for Winterfox to make some decisions. XP3 starting to push from long now. He's going to go down, so is Flowstick, so is Desi, as is Lex. Again, the anti-eco here. Not much for Winterfox to do once they make it onto the beginning of that site, other than get sprayed down with lead.
So now we'll see all the AKs in tow for Winterfox in this round, and all the full utility to play with. And no AWP for Cloud9, which is unfortunate. It'd be nice to see Skadil on the CT AWP. Now what do we got here for Winterfox? Moving through in defensive angles towards long and towards the party area, so looking rather standard as far as map control plays goes. And the same can be said for Cloud9, although they have nobody on the long side of the map. They're playing long very, very passively, and XP3 is going to pop a Skadil. So this is looking pretty bad actually for Cloud9, to be honest. Losing a man, this is pretty rough, and there's the second one lost as well. That's going to commit nothing into a peak. He almost went down himself.
So not over for Winterfox just yet. 4 versus 2 rotation coming in from the CT side. Maybe the sound has been detected. Looks like they're opting for the save now. Oh, looking just the wrong way at the wrong time. Floating going to take down Freaky Boy. Looking to take down Shroud as well. Although that may prove a little bit difficult. The hunt is on though. These guys are just chasing him super, super fast. See if he can save this weapon. So we're headed towards 9-11 in favour of Cloud9. And look at those angles. XP3 going to take down Shroud. Our feature man showing his worth here. Almost top fragging for his team. Lex leading the charge with 18 frags. Anger behind him with 16. Then it's XP3 and Flowstick with 14.
Yeah, it's going to be a question of whether or not the Orphan Skadil can do the damage here. If they were able to win this, if they will be able to win this round, it's going to be, of course, very impactful in the future rounds as far as the economy of their opponents. And Skadil is alone as well, and it can be quite scary to be alone in this kind of a spot. And it looks like he's not going to spot any action either. So at this time in the round, 1:15, you're starting to think, okay, I don't really know where they can be right now, so let's fall back into safer positions. And that's what's happening right now. Doesn't want to get wrapped. And Winterfox will slowly make their way in. Skidoo hits the shot though onto Anger, and that's the advantage for Cloud9.
There's a two-man push from Biche to the sewer area as well from Cloud9, if I'm not mistaken. So they are taking more aggressive control of the map, unbeknownst to Winterfox, who seem to be going for an execute. But the bomb still has options. They look to be maybe walling off the A site, unless they're throwing nades into B for the fake. I'm not quite sure, but bit of teasing going on towards the monster area now, and Shroud's going to be holding down the sandbags of B short, but again there's 3 towards A now. Sean was playing around with the sneaky angle on the right hand side, but he's going to do his job, and he'll get traded by Lex. Now Skidoo coming in from the back, very fast snap onto Lex, but where is the other player on the site? Or 2 actually. There's a big dance going on there. Desi to go down. Now it's Flow 6 versus 2. He's coming in from the back, Skidoo ready and waiting for him, and Cloud9 are back to winning ways.
Yeah, big round from Skidoo, and big round in general is, again, that was a very pivotal one so far as it set up the next 2 rounds economy wise. You can see that the money for Winterfox is awful. They're gonna have to save in this round. It's an opportunity for Desi to buy a few things, but generally there we go. We've got save coming in. Cloud9 of course can build the bank to secure themselves an advantage to take it over the line with, and that's kind of how the story is set now, as we see Winterfox moving up the A side of the map with their pistols. But what can they really get accomplished here? We've got a standard passive play in anticipation of pistols, and wanting to play against those by abusing long ranges from Cloud9. So Cloud9 seem well poised to deal with this, I would say.
Well, that's a good start there. Skidoo taking down Lex. The rest of the team starting to push towards toilets. Sean getting a little bit too close there though, and Anger's going to take him down. And now that's going to put Skidoo in a bit of a bind, but the bomb's been taken down as well. Man advantage for the CT. Skidoo changing his position, and no scope coming in for him. Looking for the last player. Unbeknownst to him, he is to the right behind the smoke, and that's going to be Desi. Just biding his time for the moment, but will he push? Will he try and get some damage done to these remaining CT players? Well, that's a good start. The 1D coming out. Looking for the next snap. Unable to get it though. It'll be back to school for him.
Yeah, so the buy will come in now from Winterfox. Again, more substantial buy at least. And this is their opportunity to turn things around. Again, if they lose this one, that puts Cloud9 onto 14. And then they kind of need to... Gosh, they kind of need the eco, to be honest. I mean, the force is on the cards, but it's a hard decision to make, as you know, Cloud9 will already be... You'd be giving the match point if you were to do that, if you were to save, that is. So it looks like a faster round from Winterfox towards the B-bomb side. Looks like they want a fast execute, actually.
Well, they're going for it. And let's see, there's a man down for both sides now, although 2 Winterfox players quite heavily tagged at the moment. Lots of nades coming in, counter flashes, but the bomb's getting planted. So much smoke on the site, nobody can see anything. Desi to get the first frag, and Freakazoid to bring two straight back. Lex and Desi going down respectively. 2v1 now, XP3 on the wrong side of the smoke there. The anti-Lex nades coming in, whatever that means. But he's still got the strong angle. His smoke is disappearing as well. That diffuse, ooh, that long diffuse is coming in. Sean's the one who had the kill actually, and Freakazoid's got 2 seconds left on this bomb, and is just about going to make it. XP3 manages to survive at least, so he will take his economy into the next game, but now Cloud9 are 2 rounds away from victory.
That was a sick round from Freakazoid. He really went ham there right at the end. 3k, holds the defuse like a man, like a real man, and that's going to be 14-9 as you mentioned. So Winterfox in with their last opportunity, last chance saloon to swing this one back into their favor. Can they pull it out of the bag? Well, we do have the sewers take again, so it looks like the same opener from them. They did look really strong until Skidoo just smacked down 3 players, so looks like they go for the same sort of play in hopes that it goes just as well, but Freakazoid does not get the 3k. There's the first one. He does get traded much more quickly this time around. Nothing's able to get 1 frag as well. The trade's not really working in favor of the CT, so they are at a disadvantage, and the bomb is now ticking. So the timer has been truly set upon them to try to create some action, and it's not going to happen. Anger takes down Skidoo, leaving Sean Gers all alone in a 1-on-3. We saw some crazy stuff from him at the major on this map, but not now, not today, not this time.
4-round lead for Cloud9 at the moment, and they'll need it because their economy is in tatters, in pieces. It's been torn up by the dog. They'll need to glue the pieces together again, and they've got 4 rounds to do so. Only 2 rounds required, half the rounds they have in the with the lead at the moment. So Shroud with the singular flashbang for his team, or maybe for himself. We'll have to see how he chooses to use it. And then that's it. The Cloud9 side playing the sites, or stacking the B site rather, which is always good, playing the sites on the eco. Forcing the Winterfox players to be the ones to close the distance, so you can oppress them afterwards.
Yeah, we got everybody towards this B-bomb site indeed. Now, will they catch anybody? It appears that that is unlikely, as Winterfox is going for the anti-eco towards A. It's unfortunate for Cloud9. Not spotting any Kevlar either, so to be honest, they could just go for it. They're not going to lose anything. But will they go? Will they do it? Will they do that? They're far away.
Yeah, one player per site, and just a line around B, and it seems that Winterfox are finally committing to the A side. We've got their biggest rotation EU from FACEIT, who's a little bit tagged as well. But again, with the CTs having nothing to lose, if they're just a little bit faster on the trigger, maybe they can do this, because a lot of these Winterfox players are tagged. So if they can find those first, then that would be a good start. Maybe they can get an opportunity to pick up a weapon on the way as well. Just 2 left now. The baiting coming in already from Anger.
So it's looking pretty strong right now for the T side. Skidul, last man standing. He's going to run and avoid first degree burns. Second and third and fourth degree burns. That AK-47 in hand. So it's a good save from him. Although Cloud9 will have a buy regardless. Let's see what the plan is. Will they get aggressive? We've seen Skidul looking towards various angles, but his aggression's been somewhat timid so far.
Well, it's another eco here for Cloud9 with the AK onto nothing. Who's going to buy a bit of Kevlar around it? So we will see. What is the play from Winterfox? What is the play from Cloud9? Cloud9 with, I think, 4 people headed over towards the B bomb site. We've seen that spray from nothing. This time it will yield little result. Freakazoid's down to 11 HP, but he's still alive, which is what counts at the end of the day. Bomb starting to head towards A long, where there is no resistance on this occasion. No scouts brought out for the clay pigeons.
So we have the open XP3. It's a pretty strong situation for Winterfox. I wonder if they're going to be able to hold this surge Cloud9 players as they move quickly onto the push here, toilets-wise. Looking quite good actually for Winterfox. They're able to take the first 2 players down. Yeah, very strong indeed. Cloud9 faltering with this one, although in the last seconds, will they get anything extra done? No, 2 frags is going to be it. And we'll have to see whether or not Cloud9 can bounce back now they have the buy, because Winterfox is really starting to take liberties. And this play towards A long and toilets has been yielding a lot of results for them. Even the B execute in recent memory, the only time it was really stopped was in Freakazoid right at the end when Hammond took down 3 players straight away. So it feels like everything works for Winterfox right now. So
wow.
nice smoke.
Off the rail, that's got to be a jump script, because there's no way you are ever doing that consistently otherwise. So nothing to get the first frag in the connector area. That's going to slow down the Winterfox approach, although Lex now is going to trade him, so maybe that'll speed things up again. An AWP onto both sides, and Lex is being taken down. So the trades here, and Freakazoid will move back onto the site to slow the engagements at the very least towards the B bomb site.
Yeah, 4 versus 3 is an interesting situation. Skidul's going to make it more interesting, if you could say it like that. Or you could also say, make it even more painful. Steering is the pain, as we see for Winterfox. The left, which is 1 man. XP3, the AWP, the dedicated player. And he is pretty mad. He's going to get a nice tag through the container onto, I think it was Sean Gez there. No, Freakazoid, my bad. And bomb is down in toilets. So with 30 seconds left, it's pretty hard position, to be honest. I'm pretty sure he wishes he had a rifle at the moment. And there it is, moves into Sean Gez's angle. 15-12 Cloud9 now on match point. Looking to close this one out as the money is strained, to say the least, for Winterfox. They're going to have to walk the razor's edge on this one. And Cloud9 looking pretty strong on their buy. But what will they go aggressive? They got double up actually, Skidul and Sean Gez on the AWP. Will they go aggressive? Will they hold passively? Looks like there's some aggression to start with. Nothing taking the connector position.
5 men headed towards the B bomb site. Again, they've got to be wary of connector. As you can see, nothing is close to it. And indeed, he's going to come out with good timing and take down a player. And it's going to be a good hold from Cloud9 on the B bomb site here. Man advantage now. They've got the high ground with the AWPs. Sean taking down Anger just before he can get underneath. Nothing to finish things off, and that's going to be that 16-12 here. Good showing from Winterfox, actually. A lot better than previous ones, obviously, with all their players in the right continent. But it will be Cloud9 to take it 16-12 on Overpass.
Yeah, it definitely helps having everybody together in one spot. I think, like, from a morale perspective, I think that was one of the biggest problems. Because you got, you know, because the future was uncertain. It's like, okay, what is the future of this lineup? Because when are people coming back to Europe, to North America? When can we actually play Counter-Strike together again? Is that even going to happen? Like, for so many uncertainties, how do you get on the same page? So very frustrating previously. So it's good to see that they are able to have a more solid, stable situation going for themselves. But it's also good to see Cloud9 pulling out a victory. Again, they've been having some struggles lately, so I'm sure they needed that one.
Okay, so we're going to do a raffle for a knife between now and the next match. It's a subscriber-only raffle, and you will find out what knife it is after the break. So we will do exclamation mark knife. See you back here in a few minutes.
They're going towards the B-bomb site, so they have chosen the correct site to travel to. And Shroud's going to spot a lot of these players. Oh, that might be a great nade. Oh, indeed, lots of damage done. Cloud9 in a good position here. They should win this round clean.
Yep, they've made it onto the B-bomb site, and now it's just a case of making sure they have an exit strategy, holding aggressive angles, as opposed to just sitting on the side. You can see Shroud doing exactly that, aggressive angles, giving themselves more breathing space, more real estate, and they'll just run around and shoot people in the face. Save for Lex, who has faces of his own to shoot. He'll pick up a MAC-10, which he can dispose of at the end of this round. Or someone else will. Nade's coming in onto Anger, and the round is over. That's a very fast 3 rounds, actually, despite the trade there in round 2 from Winterfox. So the buy coming out for the CT side now. I'm expecting full M4s. Otherwise, someone would have to go naked for the AWP.
I would like to see the MAC-10 stay in the hands of Nothing and Sean Gez. Looks like they're going to swap them out, one of them out at least. That's okay. It's good that they at least keep one. It's just very economic to have that approach. And to be honest, having a MAC-10, it allows you to have a guy that can run and gun at the same time instead of the rifles where you can run, stop, shoots. But the pressure comes in from the CTs here, and Shroud is going to take 3 players down almost immediately, and there is still another one lurking behind him. Whether or not he realizes this, it remains to be seen. I think he'll see the call has been made now. The player has been spotted, and once that guy goes down, if they're
All of you were away, I was looking up USB cables for my keyboard. So our next match is going to be Cloud9 versus
Winterfox
on
Overpass.
So what's the... Yeah.
I'm just busy laughing at you.
Dan's going through a difficult time at the moment, guys.
Why are you throwing this on me? You're the one who doesn't know anything. What's going on, James?
Pistol time. Winterfox starting on the CT side. Cloud9 starting on the T side. Over to you, Dan. That's great, Dan. Winterfox with 3 players of Kevlar. Lex is going to have the defuse kit. Nothing and Sean Grill's going to have HEs each. A smoke onto Sean as well. And a flash onto Nothing. Where are these HEs headed? They could go for a double nade towards the barrel area, although Winterfox not playing anybody barrel at the moment. This is now the new lineup for Winterfox. They have expunged their other European players. So far, so good for Cloud9 all the way onto the site. Everybody getting wrecked here. It's a wipeout on the B-bomb site.
Yeah, this is looking quite good for Cloud9. Wow. Everyone dead for Winterfox and nobody dead for Cloud9. So you would expect a force buy in this situation typically from a CT side. On this map especially, it's sort of options for it. Let's see if they go for it. I mean, I think it would be quite important to get the pressure on to the economy of Cloud9, but they're going to go for the P250 save, more or less. Playing it so the push is going to be interesting to see how effective that's going to be, because there are 2 players lurking towards sewers, and they are equipped with some pistols, and there's a couple Kevlars dispersed, or rather spread between the players of Winterfox. And Lex is the guy who's on the barrel position on the B bomb site. He's got the deagle, so could do some damage here. Anger with the peek in as well. Force the tunnels from Sewers. He's going to take the frag onto nothing. Refrag comes in though onto Flow 6. So Anger's still lurking with that M4. And Lex is still with the barrels. With the deagle, and we can see how powerful that's going to be. 2 players left now for Cloud9, one of which Skadul on 6 points of health. So this round is turned into a complete disaster for Cloud9, and they look to be in a lot of trouble right now.
Lex is very consistent with those deagles. He was doing that yesterday multiple times as well. But is it going to be enough? That is the question. Cloud9 with the man disadvantage. Winterfox just camping on the site. So Lex going to try a snap, going to miss. Follow up with the 1 deagle onto Sean. That's going to do enough damage. Skadul with 6 HP will get finished off as well. And Winterfox, how many rifles can they collect from this? Only the, well, 2 actually. They'll get another AK just in time. So very good round from them, but it's their first round on the board. Cloud9 with a 3-round advantage and lots of money in the bank as well.
So now things get interesting. Cloud9 losing an unexpected round, which gives Winterfox a lot of money, a lot of economy that they didn't expect to get so soon, and puts a lot of pressure onto Cloud9 that we can see that they're only safe, and there's also SMGs to be up against, and there's an aggressive movement towards the A side of the map here for Winterfox. Not too aggressive, they're going to hold towards the toilets and towards the upper park area. Flash goes in though, and Cloud9 keep their backs against the wall, looking to keep a solid anti-eco strategy going in their favor, and so far so good.
Ooh, the pistols coming in. So far, so good. Well, everyone's dead, it seems. Almost. 3 very fast frags to the CT side. And now things are getting expensive for Cloud9. Desi, is his position detected? He could be almost anywhere. Again, we're seeing lots more jumping from players recently. It's really weird to see just jumping around every corner trying to avoid being headshot. Obviously, it comes at a cost. Something that maybe requires more discussion. But we'll get back into this. Desi creeping around the smoke. And Cloud9 will have to split up the forces to try and cover everything. But there we go. Lack of armor will be the price that Desi will pay. And he will go down eventually.
Yeah, so I might expect some MAC-10s here, because it's the cheapest SMG, and it will allow full armor and grenades. And you can still play a fast round with it, and they should expect to be against no Kevlar, so it does make a lot of sense to go for that. And yeah, that's what we're going to see. Sean Gez picks one up. Nothing is going to stay on the PT-50, interestingly, likely just wanting to stay super economic, and he can get all the nades behind that as well. And it's a stack towards A from Winterfox. They've left B completely open at the moment. Looks like it's not going to pay off, because Cloud9 are able to find Flow 6 in the frag there. Then it's just 1 left, and that's Anger on the bomb site. He's in the middle of the B site at the moment, but he's got to go for the retake towards A. It's going to be quite a phenomenal round if he's going to be able to pick this one up, because Cloud9 have everything working in their favor.
So, Anger versus 3. He is in CT spawn. There are many angles for the T's to hold. He's got a gamble pushed through the smoke. There's a good frag for him. Got himself another 1v1, but he can't make the engagement yet. Good opportunity for him to reload, as it will be for Skadul. Now the remaining 2 T's can set up for a trade or crossfire situation. Anger now looking for that trade fragger. Finds an engagement with Skadul, but not going to be managed to have any connections there. Again, looking for the trader, and I think he might just make the escape here, as it is an insurmountable task here, especially with no defuse kit, getting a bit tagged by nothing. And he will now be hunted by the remaining players. We'll see if he can survive. Just going to hide near the toilets and run back towards the sites. Very smart play there indeed. And that gun goes through to the next round. Lots of money on the Cloud9 side already, very early on, looking to stomp this one. Again, Winterfox with 2 new players on the team very, very early on. Definitely going to struggle on maps such as Overpass. And of course, these map vetoes, etc. were done at the beginning of the league before all these changes would have taken place.
So the strategy here for Cloud9 is going to involve a B play as their anti-E.